Hola, you all. Hi, it's Tease. Good day, good afternoon, good evening. I hope all are well. Hope all are safe. I thought I made a video now because it's quiet and smooth. Everything is it's like so zenful. But I made a previous video, as far as like protecting your children. But I pretty much had to remake the video because it was kind of like protect your children or else, so to speak. But it's like I really do mean that seriously because it's like so many times I hear stories. I guess the latest one I heard on Nancy Drew said a 12-year-old, she wasn't 16, a 12-year-old girl went missing. She's been missing for 7 or 8 months now, I want to say. Or since June. What is that, 8 or 9? Yeah, since June she's been missing. But I guess the dad works overnight. So the dad works third shift. So I don't know if it happened while he was gone or before he left, whatever happened. He worked third shift. The girl ended up missing. Either someone come in or she leaves out and gets snatched. But I said protect your children because at the end of the day, we're still going to be looking at dad. Well, where were you, dad? Or where's her babysitter? Or does she normally sneak out? Or did somebody climb in through the window? Whatever it is, it's like, what's going on at home? That's why I say it starts at home. It really does. Because when you leave her at home, if only thing is separating her with safety between her safety in the outdoors is that just that simple door that can be kicked in, then it's like that's all she has to work with. If she opens the door, which she should be able to do at 12, then she's free game after that. You see, because it's just her. Dad's at work. I don't know where mom is, but I assume she was living with the dad. But yeah, she's been missing since June, and it's one of those things where it's like, God bless her, because it ain't looking good. And I don't think it's necessarily being told on the mountain. Like, I would say I had to count the months. So I want to say, is it 8 or 9 months? Because you might have to count June too, because June 3rd, the beginning of June, will make all of June pretty much. So she's been missing 9 months and just now hitting the news. You see, and like I say, Nancy Grace, she was nice enough to share that information. She could have been like, well, I got better things. I'd rather talk about clothing. You see what I'm saying? Notice how you'd be lucky to make the news, So that's why I want to get on the parents. It's like, what are y'all doing? Parents and guardians. Sometimes there's some children who don't have their parents. Perhaps they were in the system, even foster parent. It's even if it boils down to the system, it's like, how do your children end up in the system? And it's a bad way any way you slice it. But I'm just like, man, the children, you really, 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 really have to protect the children. Like, high alert protect the children, because it's like you can't trust them just skating off to school while you're at work, or sitting down somewhere while you're at work. You can't imagine them actually sitting down somewhere, because they're on their own. Virtually they're on their own. She get up for a glass of milk and it's like it's still just her there. Somebody does kick in the door. Does she have a plan to neutralize that? More than likely, no. Especially if she doesn't have it. Here's the thing. Unless you're a like a karate, like some type of professional fighter, to where you're literally, your arms and feet and legs are lethal. Like, pretty much you can knock someone out with your hands and feet. Then it's like, okay, that'll buy you some time if you don't have a firearm, knife, something to fight yourself off of crime. Fight crime off of you. So it's like, if you don't have the mise en place to fully defend yourself, especially as a 12-year-old girl, then it's like you have no business at home by yourself. So with that being said, that's when I'm looking at the parents like, dad, so something happened to that little girl. And I'm sure, and I don't want to sound negative, and I don't want to speak ahead of myself without knowing, but I want to say, after 9 months, that's more than enough time to have all of the above happen to you. So if I have you for 9 months, even if you're having a great time, like, you're bound to stub a toe or something, so it's like one of those things. Something is very likely to happen after 9 months of being missing. And notice how, like, after 9 months, it's literally only making, and I don't think Nancy Grace, I don't think she's the news. Maybe she used to work for the news, and maybe she does report news, but I don't think she's literally like on Channel 5 or something. But I literally learned this today from Nancy Grace. Like I said, if she hadn't put it up, I would have never heard of it. But like I said, more than often, and a whole lot of times, I do hear about stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of stories, of things happening to children, and it happens all the time. And when I hear about it either online or, you know, what someone says. But it's like I try to not see it, or I don't want to see it in person. You know, like, okay, well, there's something, you know, and then therefore I for sure will make sure nothing happens to the children, but then I'm gonna come back to the parents or whoever's supposed to be protecting you, and I'm there to kick your ass, you know. So it's like one of them things. It's like I am grateful that I've been clear of that so far, but it's like, man, it's just hearing about it too. Hearing about it too could be crazy, you know, because it's like, what are we doing, you know? Oh man, but yeah, I just like, whew, yeah, it's a really crazy world out there. And it's just like, wow. And it's like we want things. 1 second. Move around. Oh. Yeah, that's and I don't know. And it's like one of those things too. And then they'll say, oh, they'll deem you missing, but it's like, am I missing or am I dead? You know, or both? Cause I guess I don't know. And like I said, I don't want to sound negative or just automatically jump to the worst that could happen, but I want to say you have to put everything on the table. Like, what could happen in this moment? Do I have a good chance of being missing after 9 or dead after 9 months? That's more than enough time, you know. So it's like you can't rule it out. Yeah, but with that, I'm more like, wow, you know. So yeah, I found that interesting. Yeah. Well, I cannot see that in the very eye. Oh, goodness. Then they'll have so many cars parked on the side of the road you can't really see, you know. Oh, goodness. But yeah, with that, and it's just like, I think we need like more, I don't know what the heck this person, you just sit. Ain't nobody drive around here. I'm sitting wait for them to go, which they have the right. If I'm trying to keep straight and you're turning, if you're turning, complete your turn. Like, oh my goodness, but I guess that makes too much sense. Oh, but yeah, it looked like this guy darting right in front of me, and I'm telling you, I'm showing no mercy with that. I probably shouldn't be saying this out loud. But I can say with a straight, I am showing no mercy on anybody that want to dart in front of the vehicle. I will not be slamming on the brakes. Oh no, you just I'll just ask if you're okay and check your pulse, and that's it. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's just being mindful, you know, just being, I don't know, really like just getting more strict, like upping the security, like more security when it comes to the children. Because like I said, you can be like, okay, I really don't want to be bothered by children, or I can't stand them, or oh, I wish you go with your mom or your dad, or, you know, you really don't want to get them out of your hair. But at least get them the best care in the world, to where, okay, you can trust these caregivers, or you can trust this security, even when you're not shit as a parent. You know, because like I said, you don't want to be bothered with them. But like I said, if you do absolutely have to get a babysitter, and I'm not saying you can't have the village, but it's like, who you leaving your children with? And then, like I said, if you're leaving them by themselves, that's no different than leaving them on the side of the road. Because it's like, there's nothing keeping them from being up for grabs anyway. Because if all it takes is that door, someone kicks the door in, or she opens the door and leaves, then it's like, that's literally an opportunity. Oh, my goal is to look for children just going to the store. Do you know how many people wait for children coming home from school? You know, literally, like, oh, I'm literally just here waiting. Yeah, I'm literally just here waiting for children to get off the bus. Or I'm literally just here waiting for those young boys and girls who like to sneak out the house. Like I said, there's people definitely. So like I said, you have to have your own security too. If there's people that's working 24/7 just waiting for you to slip, or waiting for you to be caught with your car seat in your hand, and it's like, you have to, that's mandatory to up the security. Because it's like, it's almost like it has to be that way. Because it's like, okay, I have no hands, or I have no I have no like pretty much no other option. Because like I say, if my hands are full and I have a baby in my hand, I just may have to shoot you to get it off me, because I can't drop the baby, you know what I mean? So I have to, you know, especially if it's spur of the moment, you don't have time to drop the car seat. You don't have time to I'm like totally messing up this part. I'm gonna go out for a second just so I can spit it out. Go, you idiot! Go! I don't think he was waiting for me to finish parking. But okay, I guess I'll just park crazy for the meantime until I fix it. Yeah, but I'll fix it later. That might mess it up. Oh, yeah, but I would say we have to be more alert and focused, because it's like, you know, what about the children? Are like they really on their own? Because it's like you send your children off to school. It's like, and it's like F you between, what is it, between 6 and 4? Or it could be 6, you know, but depending on the schedule. We'll say between like 6 a.m. to 6 to 3, because maybe you get up at 6 and maybe you'll be back by 3. Maybe as far as both of your schedules. But once you had my hair during the day or in the a.m., then it's like, I don't want to see you again until 3, or you know what I mean? Don't want to be bothered with you until it's time for you to get out of school. So it's like, within that time frame, Lord knows, you know, what they're into or what's, you know, what's going on. Or who's lurking and who's watching, you know. Yeah, so, and it's not just the children too that are being watched too. You have to watch your back too. Like I say, you're a target because you're a single mother, you know. And like I say, anybody can be a target, anyone with children. But it's like, if the children are the end result or the main, you know, prize, so to speak. But it's like, even like with the mothers too, it's like, oh, okay, oh, well, you look like you could use a hand, or do you need me to watch your children? You know what I mean? There's people who be too damn helpful, or here as if they're trying to help you, but really they're trying to get to the children, or, you know. So you gotta watch your back at off one corner, and again, that should make the rise to security. Like I said, you know, you have to be on high alert. It's just you. You're living in a perfect world, but it's still, at the end of the day, it's just you. So that means you can't afford to be caught slipping, because it's like, something happened to you, then it's like, then what? Your children are up in the air? Like, oh no. You know, so it's like, you have to protect the children. Yeah, so, yeah, I just found that very crazy. And like I said, yeah. Yeah, young black girl. And notice how 9 months later, and honestly, and I only hear it through Nancy Grace, and I don't even know when the last time I've heard of Nancy Grace. It's been years since I've heard of her. It was nice to see her, because like I say, she normally does, you know, give good news footage, but I'm like, it's been so long since, and then now that I've seen her years later, it's like, dang, you know, she come with a report that is 12-year-old girl been missing for 9 months. 12-year-old black girl that's been missing for 9 months. So it's like that. And, you know, and God bless her, you know, God bless the children, you know, because it's like, man, huge. Living in a sick world, you know. And then some people too, I would say this is to take it a step further on how sick the world is. A lot of stuff that people get caught up in, or a lot of stuff that people do that they don't have any business doing, they don't necessarily do. Oh, hey, I didn't come out to kill anybody today, or I didn't come out to, you know, kidnap anyone's child. But, oh, since the opportunity was there, and they jumped on it. So like I say, you don't ever want to leave your children out there to be possible. But, you know, children wasn't even on the menu today. But since there's 2 children sneak out the window, or 2 children, you know, appearing to look for alcohol, or appearing to be on their own. That put a sick thought, and, you know, it triggers something in a sick mind to feast on the opportunity, because the opportunity's there. Yeah, so you gotta be very, very careful. Yeah, so thought I'd put that bug out there. Yeah, okay, I guess I can move. Let me move. Finish my journey. I thought I'd pull over and finish babbling. But I'm gonna finish babbling once I get out of here. Yeah, so all right, so what I'll do is yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just come back. All right, be well, be safe.